లేటెస్ట్ న్యూస్ అప్డేట్స్ కోసం ఇప్పుడే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి మీడియా ఎఫెక్ట్స్ యాప్.
On the 24th of August, the Government of India, in the cabinet meeting chaired by the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, have taken a decision to introduce another system of pension for the central government employees. All of you know there is a pension, a non-contributory, defined, time-tested and guaranteed pension under CCS Pension Rule 1972, which is generally being called as a old pension scheme. That is applicable only to those government employees who entered service up to 31/12/2003. Thereafter, the government introduced another pension scheme which was originally called as New Pension System. Subsequently, they changed it as the National Pension System. In short, it is called as NPS, which is a contributory pension scheme where the government employees have to contribute every month 10% of their wages. But without any guarantee, without any scope for the decent and dignified retired life of a government employee. Therefore, for the past 20 years, including All India Defence Employees Federation, the central government employees, the state government employees, all these organizations are on a war path and they are relentlessly fighting with the single point demand: withdraw, scrap NPS and restore the non-contributory old pension scheme. And on the 8th of August 2023, last year, in Ram Leela Maidan at Delhi, more than 5 lakh employees from all over the country, representing railway, defense, postal, income tax, state government, all these employees assembled in the Ram Leela Maidan. And while addressing those 5 lakh employees who came all the way from different parts of the country, our President, AITUC President Comrade S.N. Pathak, and myself as the General Secretary of AIDF, we have categorically declared there, not only we, all the other central government employees, state government employees, leaders declared there that we are having only one single point agenda, one single point demand, that is to withdraw and scrap the new pension scheme, that is NPS, and restore the non-contributory old pension scheme. This was the declaration made there. But unfortunately, the government of India, they have appointed a committee. Because of all this struggle and pressure, they appointed a committee. But what was the mandate given to the TV Somanathan committee? That he categorically told when we met him, he has categorically told that my mandate is only to recommend certain improvements in NPS. I cannot recommend for restoration of the old pension scheme. So when this is categorically told, then what is the meaning in going and sitting with him and discussing? So therefore, the All India Defence Employees Federation has taken a correct position that there is no meaning in further continuing any dialogue with this committee, and so therefore we boycotted the committee. Now the committee's recommendation has gone to the government, and the government, in its wisdom, it has taken a decision that there will be another pension scheme which is called the Unified Pension Scheme, in short UPS. What is there in that UPS? In that UPS also, the employees have to contribute 10% of their basic pay plus DA every month till their retirement. So what is the change between NPS and the UPS? There also 10% the employees have to contribute. Here also the employees have to contribute. But what the government is telling? The government is telling, now we are giving you 50% of the 12 months average, last 12 months average basic pay as a pension, and 10,000 rupees as a minimum pension guaranteed, and 60% of that 10,000 will be family pension. That means today in the old pension scheme, the minimum basic pension is 9,000 plus 53% DA. Family pension also is 9,000 plus 53% DA. But in the UPS, the family pension will be reduced to 6,000 rupees. because it is only 60% of 10,000. And on the plea that the government is giving the employees 50% of the last 12 months average basic pay as pension, the government is taking away the entire contribution of the employees. Whatever the employee and the government contributes in the NPS fund for more than 30-35 years, the entire accumulated fund with the returns, with the interest, whatever it may be, the government is not going to give a single penny, single naya paisa from that accumulated fund. They will take away the entire fund. And as a compensation, the government is telling your 10% of your 1 month basic pay plus DA for 6 months period will be given as a compensation. That means 20% of the basic pay plus DA every year will be given for 20 years or 25 years service you are rendered. And that will be not more than 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs, whereas the accumulated amount in the pension fund will be more than 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, even for a Group C or a Group B employee. And what is the minimum service required for the 50% pension? 25 years. 25 years. Whereas in the old pension scheme, if you completed 10 years of qualifying service, you are straight away eligible for 50% of the last basic pay as pension. Here you have to wait for 25 years. And if you retire well before 25 years, your pension will be proportionately reduced. This is the UPS. And where is the GPF? In the old pension scheme, employees has got a general provident fund. But here, whether any GPF is available for the employees. So therefore, when the Ram Leela Maidan mandate given to the leadership is only for scrapping the NPS and the restoration of OPS, where is the question of now thanking the government for the UPS which they have introduced, in which also the 10% contribution continues, and the accumulated fund of the employees and the government's contribution will not be given. The minimum service required for full pension has been increased to 25%, and there is no general provident fund. So then what is there to be so much happy about this unified pension scheme? We doesn't understand. These are all our immediate reaction. But more and more hidden anti-employee provisions will be there once the notification of the government is published. Government has to publish a notification. And many things which are not told in the press note will be in the notification what the government will be issuing on this UPS. And again, one has to fight. So why should we be a party, or why should we be so much happy, or why should we celebrate this UPS? We should go by the mandate given by the central government and state government employees at Ram Leela Maidan. We cannot surrender the pension right of the employees, which is a fundamental right according to so many Supreme Court judgments. So therefore, AITUC, as the pioneer and the major fighting organization of the defense civilian employees, cannot surrender his pension rights. Employees' rights cannot be surrendered. We have to carry forward the struggle. It may be difficult. We may have problems. We may have to face so many attacks. But then, once we are convinced, and once as an organization with the conviction to fight for the rights and benefits of the employees, the AITUC has to carry forward its movement for restoration of the non-contributory old pension scheme. And in that battle, all like-minded organizations, they will try to bring them together on one platform, and then in the coming days, the struggle to scrap the NPS, the struggle to restore the old pension scheme to the government employees, whoever is recruited on or after 1/1/2004, it will be intensified. I appeal to you, all the central government employees and state government employees, please join this struggle so that working class struggle has never become a failure ever. Working class has always won the struggle, and I am confident a day will come where all the central government and state government employees will be governed by the non-contributory old pension scheme. Thank you, Congress.
10 minutes.